Hi, my name's Ari, and I got diagnosed with a rare disease this week, and so I thought I'd share with you on Global Rare Disease Day because there's probably more of you out there with this. So here's a checklist for you if you're struggling with breathing, okay? I got diagnosed with a thing called Idiopathic Subglottic Stenosis. It means I get scar tissue in my windpipe and I can't breathe. Mine was down to 5 millimeters, okay? But I got misdiagnosed twice, and 96% of people get misdiagnosed with this disease. So if this sounds like you, I want you to go ahead and push to get checked and be your own advocate. If you're struggling with breathing and it feels like it's kind of come out of nowhere, okay? When I first started, went to the doctor, I can't breathe. We did a chest x-ray, everything looked fine. She said, you're allergic to your cat. I took allergy medicine for a year, didn't get better. As a matter of fact, it got worse. They gave me asthma medication, didn't do anything for me, okay? It just made me nervous, so I quit taking it. All of a sudden, when I was breathing in, I was making this weird sound. Now, this can be if you're breathing in or out. So if all of a sudden you're like, it's called stridor, if you're making a wheezing sound, pay attention to that, okay? You might sound like Darth Vader. It might sound like you have the croup. Like, that's something to pay attention to. If you're clearing your throat or coughing regularly, for me, it wasn't that I was coughing all the time, but when I did have to cough up phlegm, it felt like it was going to kill me. So it can be slightly different, but pay attention to that as well. And then shortness of breath, and if it worsens with exertion and anxiety or exercise, now that's a tough one, right? Because if you're like running a marathon, you're going to be out of breath. But for me, it was like all of a sudden I'd run down the stairs and I'd be like, oh, I can't breathe. Or if I talk really fast, which as you can tell I do, I couldn't breathe. I had to stop in the middle of it to breathe. And my friends were starting to notice it. They were like, are you okay? Is everything all right? So if any of this sounds like you, this is the time to go have the conversation. Again, 96% of people who have this disease are misdiagnosed. So ask for a referral to an ENT. And you have to insist that they inspect your airway below your vocal cords, because that second misdiagnosis I had, it's because he checked above my vocal cords. So we thought it was a problem with my vocal cords. But luckily, when I came back a month later and was like, this isn't working, he sent me to the ENT. They checked me out. Less than 3 days later, 4 days later, I was in surgery, and here I am 4 days after that having this conversation with you. So please be your own advocate. You might as well check it out and see if you're okay. And yeah, for those of you who have this out there with me, keep breathing.